Today we're making a German-style potato soup. While there are countless variations of this soup, the fundamental components remain the same: potatoes, onions, broth, and some form of smoked meat, usually bacon or sausage. I'm going with bacon for this recipe, and on that note, let's get started. To start off, we need at minimum 6 slices of bacon. I pulled out an extra 3 slices or so I could have some extra set aside to sprinkle on top of the soup. Everything else is all going in the actual soup. We're just going to slice up the bacon into roughly 1-inch pieces. And then we're going to cook this on the stove over medium heat. For this, I'm going to use a Dutch oven, but whatever soup pot you have will work. Either dump in all of your bacon all at once, or be a weirdo like me and toss in each piece one at a time. Alright, we're going to cook this bacon until it's nice and crispy. It's been a few minutes and we've done some occasional stirring so that nothing burns and every piece is evenly cooked. Grab a slotted spoon or whatever utensil you have that can drain and scoop out your bacon. We're going to leave all the grease in the pot. That's what we're going to cook our vegetables in later. Speaking of vegetables, you'll need 1 large yellow onion, 2 carrots, and 2 stalks of celery, and all of it is going to be chopped into manageable bite-sized pieces. Like I said before, this is a popular German soup with several variations online. One ingredient widely used, which I have not added in today, would be leeks. Definitely add some in if you're a big fan of leeks. Also to note, you can find a list of ingredients and directions posted down below in this video's description box. Alright, let's take this over to our bacon grease, which we've conveniently left in the pot. As you can see, this looks like more than enough to cook our vegetables in. If you don't go the way of the bacon, you can use about 2 tablespoons of butter instead. We're just going to dump everything in and give it a good stir. We want everything coated in that bacon grease, still keeping the temperature the same over medium heat. We're going to let this cook for about 5 minutes or so, giving it a stir every now and then so nothing burns. While that's cooking, let's prepare our potatoes. We need roughly 2 pounds of Yukon Gold potatoes, peeled and diced. I absolutely hate this potato. Not because of taste or texture, but because it's such a small potato, it's just super annoying to peel. You can use russet potatoes if you really want to, but they are starchier and kind of break down more easily. Yukon Gold, however, offers a creamier texture, holds their shape well, and just is an overall better potato for chunkier soups, while russets are more ideal for thickening creamy or pureed soups. I'm dicing mine up into bite-sized pieces. You can make them bigger, more chunkier if you prefer. Just note that the cooking time might increase depending on the size of your diced potatoes. Now we're ready to add these to the pot. Let's check in on our vegetables. Yes, these are ready to go. They look good, nice color, and smell amazing. Okay, add in those potatoes. Next goes in 6 cups of chicken or vegetable broth, scraping the bottom of the pot to loosen up all of those yummy bits that might have stuck to the bottom. For our seasonings, we need 1 teaspoon of dried marjoram, 2 bay leaves, 1 teaspoon of black pepper, and 1 teaspoon of salt. I went with pink Himalayan salt. In case you're wondering why my salt is pink, that's why. Give that a quick stir, and then we're going to crank up the heat and bring this soup to a boil over high heat. Then we're going to reduce the heat to low, cover, and simmer for 20 to 25 minutes or until those potatoes are fork tender. I checked mine at 20 minutes and my potatoes were done. Now's the time to fish out those 2 bay leaves. We do not want to eat those. We add them in as a flavor enhancer, improving the overall taste and balance of the other spices. We fish them out because no matter what, even after cooking whatever it is you added them to, they retain their tough and pointy structure, making them a choking hazard, and with their sharp edges, can scratch the mouth, throat, or gastrointestinal tract. That being said, don't let that deter you from using bay leaves in your cooking. They are widely used and very popular in many dishes. Just remember to fish them out. Now here comes the fun part. This is entirely up to you, but if you prefer a thicker soup, you can partially mash the potatoes with a potato masher or use an immersion blender, which I have. Both get the job done, just don't mash everything. The only thing left to add in is our bacon. Other than that, this soup is pretty much done. Now I have checked out a few similar recipes to this one, and some have suggested adding in a couple spoonfuls of sour cream to the pot. Others have suggested using a little bit of heavy cream if you want to have a creamier base. I didn't do either, I just wanted to see how it would taste without, and it was absolutely delicious. I do prefer creams in my soups. That being said, next time I just might try it with a splash of heavy cream or sour cream. Give that a quick stir, add in the bacon, and we're done. Alrighty, what do you think? Would you eat this? I ate it and loved it. Definitely a keeper. Here's an ingredients list. If you have any questions or suggestions, feel free to let me know down below. Thanks for watching, and if you like this video, be sure to subscribe so you don't miss out, and I'll see you all in the next video.